this video, I get psychic messages from him. What is it that you want? To hold a paper towel roll? That's what you want to do with your life? Anyway, you guys, you know, and again, what I'm trying to maintain with this dog, and I'm not going to test him, I'm not going to thump him and poke him and do things that, you know, a child might do, you know, because we want him to have complete faith in people, so that if there was, you know, if I did accidentally trip over one of these, not that that hasn't happened, and fall on them,
Sure.
they don't, because I didn't practice falling on them, launch into a full-fledged attack because they didn't know what that was. If I would have conditioned them, you know, I just think of that one video where I, you know, and I don't even go on YouTube and say anything, but this girl, you know, had this poor little dog that was completely shut down, and then she was taking these treats and dropping it on the bag of treats and dropping it on its head as a way to desensitize it, you know. And I just said, I'm curious why you don't give it the treats.
Yeah.
You know, instead of taking treats and dropping it on its head as a way of training.
And then not giving them.
She said, "Oh, it won't eat treats." Okay, well,
yeah.
your job is to
probably
get it eating the treats.
Making it hate them.
Yeah, well, not even that. Your job, again, now, you know, and that's what I'm going to really talk about in the DVD series is, you know, define your job. Your job is not to desensitize it to somebody dropping a bag of treats on its head, because that's not going to happen. Your job is to, as quickly as possible, try to gain animation and feed driving a dog. And they're not going to be, you know, like for this kind of exercise, you're going to see, though, at the end, this guy's going to be animated. He's going to be my little animated and then I'm going to make him into a little drawing. I'm sure you guys have already seen not my drawing on the pad, but where I turn the videos into drawings. Anyway, Birdie got jealous. Earlier, he was carrying around a picture of Daniel Craig.
Is that who always takes him off the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Birdie,
we need to catch him. We need to get an undercover camera, because he doesn't take, and none of them touch Dave. The Dave poster used to be low. One of them took it down one time. But Birdie always gets Daniel Craig and carries him around the house. So, of course, by the time I went and got the camera, he had spit him out, and then I got him to carry it again, and then, oh, I don't know. One of the other ones did something. So I never got the video. Fetch. Good. So what I'm actually doing with this dog, good. Again, I'm saying remain stationary, but I'm actually starting to take it to the next level. Good. 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 Yay. 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 Leave it. Yay. And I'm going to tell you what I'm using for treats and what I want you guys, and I'm going to work in my sit here too, because I need to, sit. Good. Yay. I'm going to have a sit. So what I'm really doing is I'm doing a trained retrieve, and because of my shoot yourself in the foot methodology of teaching them the down first, and what I have to say is I was not foresightful enough with this dog when I first started training him that I was going to do the trained retrieve. So now I have to teach him a sit after I've already taught him a down. I'm not going to tell you here. Oh, good, yay! Only going to give him the treat up here for the sit. Because I am, again, same as with the down, I'm going to be specific, and it's going to be the opposite of the down, because I'm going to want him, good, I'm going to need him like this if I'm going to do the trained retrieve. But let me tell you what I'm using for treats, and I want all of you to rush to your local Walmart and buy it, is the Bill Jack. And it's this real redneck, this kennel I used to work at in Arkansas where, I mean, you guys aren't even going to believe this. I've told Summer the story. She believes it because Summer's seen some bad things in her life. But this guy actually ended up getting his head blown off, you know, by his nephew, because the nephew thought he was, I promise you this is not one of my crimes. Thought that he was cheating with the nephew's wife.
Oh, sure.
I don't know. We can look it up. I'm sure. He didn't kill himself. He's probably still in prison. Anyway, but that's how I knew about the dog, because it was in Arkansas. I actually think, and that's what they fed the dogs. I had never heard of it before. Anyway, but what I like about it is little pellets, but it's more like dough. You can push it into a piece of dough, and then I can give them just little pieces of the dough. But this is how I'm going to define sit. Good. All right, so I'm doing two things, and but I don't want to get caught up. I've got to define what I'm doing. I want to think of my secondary job as getting him to sit, or just practicing that. I'm not going to try to multitask, because I'll tell you who said that's bad, James Patterson. All right, look, fetch. Good. My new. Yay! 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 Ah! I'm gonna tell you, Summer likes the overacting thing. It's like suspense. But you better be fast. Ah! Good. Ah! Good. Good. Yay! 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 He's like the dog on that Twilight Zone. I'm training him to be on the Twilight Zone. Yeah! Ah! Good. Summer loves it.
So cute when he puts his tongue out where he's got in his mouth.
Well, but I'm gonna tell you what, at home, you better be ready. You saw there was no, he's not even thinking of putting the paw up and pushing it away from his mouth. I've already worked him a little bit this morning, and that's all I'm going to ask of him. And I'm going to tell you the reason I do that, and you see what that does, when I recoil away from him, rather than reciprocate that with, and I think you could, if you were going to teach like a dog, like a hug dog, I think you could teach him to he's doing a perfect job of sitting on the rug.
Yes.
Bye, guys.